Well, greetings, my fellow pilgrims. Oh, how's your day today? Wow, I'll tell you, mine's really been, not too shabby, not too bad. Considering the fact that it's about 3:45 in the morning here where I am, because, burning late night oil and things like that, and Hey, I got a question for you. We get bombarded with all this different information and different things that we read and all that. But what do you like for enjoyment? Like, what kind of subject media will say? Like, me, I like comedy. I like humor. I like. Basically, I'm a big fan of science fiction. Been a big fan of science fiction since I was a kid. Jules Verne, H.G. Wells. And then later on, like I remember when I was a kid, I read this book called Starship Troopers. And I thought to myself when I was a kid, when you were reading about how these guys were fighting these huge giant insects, these spacemen from another, time and place, and they were from Earth, but Earth had become, remember now, Earth had become a failed democracy. It had become more of an imperial empire, something that the author never really mentions in the book. But if you do check that book, Earth is no longer a democracy. All the democracies on the planet have failed, and Earth has one world government. So that's something you might consider when they're talking about the New World Order coming in and all these people working towards it. Anyway, didn't they try something like that called the United Nations and it didn't work? Anyway, science fiction. One of my favorites is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams. And I love it because Douglas Adams pokes at the whole thing about where creativity is and where mankind or humankind came from. Sorry if I use the word mankind for some of our female staff out there, but you got to remember I was brought up in the old school and every now and then I slip and I should be saying humankind, but let me get by on that one. Here's the deal. What I'm thinking about is there is so many different kinds of science fiction. Star Trek and, Star Wars, but there's other types, some that are very interesting, like Millennium that came out, if you remember that one a while back, that had an interesting Chris Christopherson in it, and some of the older films. One of my favorites, though, is really Metropolis, made in 1927, the movie. Now it's been remade and colorized, and it's had music even from, I believe, Queen added to it. Now that is a movie I would recommend that you take the time and you find it in YouTube and you watch it. They have a beautiful version of it. And you know something? Made in 1927, it points out towards where we are presently going in our government. And this is what that man foresaw back in 1927 would happen to our society. And it was even before George Orwell. George Orwell, I think, got a lot of his inspiration from this man who made this movie. It was a German filmmaker that made it, I believe. I'm not sure if he wrote it also. But I would really recommend that you check that one up if you're getting into that adventuresome stage. You got the late night pizza in the company and you want to kick back. Okay, run out of time. I've been trying to keep these short, but some of them are going to run into 5 minutes and I hope they're not boring to you. Hey, you want to get some feedback? What do you like? Like THX 1138. That one was awesome. I thought that was an extremely well done film. Then again, it touched into the humanity of what we can become compared to what we are now. And it's kind of scary to find out if you're cost effective or not. And it's all done by computers. And of course, let's not forget Terminator and Skynet. Time to go. before I'm terminated later. Get in touch. Come on, let me know what's going on. I want to get some response. Thank you.